Hello, welcome back. This is Mystic Games coming at you with a trailer reaction and slash review for Farever, a Shiro game, which they are the makers of Northgard, which I am a big fan of. This is supposed to be a co-op fantasy RPG type style game. So let's watch the video and then we'll do a little bit of clip by clips and we'll do our best to give a little breakdown of it. Alright, wish list on Steam, beta in 2025. So, this is the end screen, but we'll talk about this real quick. We have a slime king, it looks like, or a jelly slime, a boar, and then maybe a honey slime? And then you have a character in the background. We also, in the pre-screen you have jumping, you have the a sword and board, you have, which is the sword and shield, you have a magic user, and you have a kind of probably like a rogue or assassin build, I would say. Let's jump to the beginning. We're going to rewatch through. I'm just going to pause as we go. We're going to talk about the scenes a little bit. So here we have a forest, we have a boar, we have the runic stones. It looks like this is where the slime is. So if you look in the back left corner, like right above the wall there, you can actually see a slime, it looks like. So it does look like this is going to be a slime area. I'm wondering if these stones are teleporters or if they're just like markers or something. Not sure on that one. So we have sea creatures here, like amphibian men with, looks like some of them wield spears, some of them do not, and just broken ships and stuff like that. Same. Okay, and then they had a marker in the background there, which actually, that one was lit up. So I'm wondering if you can actually tap the markers, the blue beam, the purple beam down there, yeah. Alright. The guys are throwing you up. You have like a rogue, a mage, it looks like a sword user there. So they're fighting some crabs. Definitely a mage in the background with a buck shooting fire. Two-handed sword and a more rogue looking. They're both about to go in for the attack. It's actually very well timed for this video. For the trailer, actually. So we have slimes. Looks like a fire slime there. The bags do have color to them. So like when the pouches actually hit the ground, they light up. Some plant monsters. See, the beacon's lit up, so I'm assuming those beacons light up, and they can be used as they're probably waypoints. That'd be my guess. Because some of them aren't lit up, and then as you probably attach them, they probably become waypoints so you can teleport around. We also have a really cool looking big sword on that guy in the back there, the girl. Anyways, let's jump forward here. So then we have those glowing things. It looks like you can shoot out a whip and grab onto them. She also looks like she's using a scythe. I think that's what the weapon is there. And then in this scene, we have them jumping from B to B, back to back. What else do we got going on? So we have gliders, and it does look like there were different gliders in the video. Like one of them looked like owls. This one looks like a raccoon. So I wonder if you can actually get different gliders. Then we're underwater. This is very Bulb Zone feel for those who know. I also play Subnautica. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Bulb Zone from Subnautica. Very cool. You have some sort of spell that you can put on. This guy has slingshots now. So that's cool. That might be a different weapon type. And then you have something in the background there on the left center. It's kind of like a teal lily pad. I wonder if that drops you down into like a dungeon if you stand on it. That's what it looks like. There's a lot of like, looks like water coming out of walls that kind of pushes you around as well. And then we have mining, which means you're probably going to have crafting and different armor types based on that. We have a town. They look like quest givers. You have different people here. You have one with a staff. You have one with... Okay, so in the background we have a bow and assassin like user. We have a double... It looks like a two-handed sword user on the wolf, which means we're probably going to get mounts. Because he's small. He's about the size of the player character, so my assumption is that is a player character on a wolf mount. Then you have a guy running with like a spear, and he's in, or not a spear, a staff. And he looks like he's in mage attire, so my assumption is he's going to be either a caster or like a summoner. And then you have the person with a scythe again coming in. I'm pretty sure that's a scythe. I don't think that's a bow. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's a scythe. And then you have not a sword and board, but a hammer and board. So that's different. And then we have a void portal here. This probably brings you to like a boss. Looks like they're fighting like a bee knight. In the background, it looks like there was a mage, like a golden mage one that shoots out fire or honey. Not sure what that is. Jumping from boards to board with some traps. You know, your basic jump to a platform, don't get knocked off, hide behind the pillar, jump to the next, hide behind the pillar kind of thing. And then we have a boss fight here, or at least it looks like a boss fight to me. We're skipping that because that just looks like more platform jumping. So it looks like she blows up the actual battlefield, and then if you fall in, you fall into honey, which my assumption is you're slowed when you're in the honey, so you probably don't want to fall into the honey. That would be my guess. Yeah, like now the honeycombs are gone, so they're gliding to get out of it to get back on the platform, and they're probably about to get jumped because when they land, she's going to hit them. There's no way. Probably want to stay spread out for this boss if you're going to engage it, would be my guess. I'm cheating. I'm giving you guys pro tips already. I'm cheating. So here we had them busting open a chest here. Now I do want to look at this because, yes, right here, it looks like there's rarities. So when we saw it originally, we saw like the little beam of light, but this is like purple. Purple's usually epic in RPGs. And then we might even have like a rare blue light in the background, and then a potential yellow legendary. So there might be different like weapon levels and things. So you might actually, you know, kind of similar to Terraria, where you might need to kind of grind a boss to get a better version of the actual weapon you want. And then we have a montage of all the different classes. I'm going through it on the bottom just to see if there's anything that we do have one with a pole arm, like a spear almost, that looked really cool. And then there was a couple mages in there. We have everybody mounted up here, so we definitely have mounts in the game. Looks like we have a ram, a wolf. I'm not sure what that is because they have a giant axe in the way. And then it looks like a boss, like a crab boss, which goes with the crab creatures, I would say. Then we have a giant queen-looking boss, which actually, is this a boss? That's a question, because you're fighting a very much looks like a queen. Maybe that's like a princess or a baby queen, and this is like the grown-up queen, and she was captured or something. Very interesting, though. Or it's just complete ambiance and has no bearing on the game, but I would assume that it probably actually talks to you. Then we have like a demon dark lord over here, which you gotta have one of those in your game. Can't have that in an RPG fantasy. It's absolutely a necessity. And then you have a lava golem, fire golem, lava golem, mage casting spells. It looks like this is going to be designed around a 3-man party, honestly. And then we have some caster with a giant sword. Looks super cool. And then we're back to the end screen. So, anyways, this is the more or less the release trailer, letting everybody know that Farever is coming. I'm definitely going to probably check this out. I got to make sure I wishlist it after I finish this video. But I look forward to giving it a try. I'll probably do a couple YouTube videos at least, if not more, depending on how much I actually enjoy the game. But I'm a big fan of Shiro. As I said, I play a lot of their RTS Northgard. Most of you probably know me from there. So I did want to check this out because I always want to hype up studios that I like. I like a lot of video games. I've been playing since I was a very young person, and I always like to share potential good games because I could see this one being a gem. The look of like the Terraria, Minecraft, Valheim like kind of mix to me looks really cool. If they do this right, this could be a really big game, I think. So anyways, thanks for watching with me, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Later.